I didn't grow up with a particularly happy childhood. So the idea that I have this great husband and these three beautiful children, to have a happy home life was really something I needed to complete to close the hole in my heart. And so I made a decision to make money.
You played an iconic female television character, but I imagine there's a lot of weight that comes with that because you sort of are imprisoned in being Meredith Grey for now, anyway. Is it one of those things where obviously you see, both the iconic nature of the character that you play, but at the same time, whenever that time comes that you're no longer playing this character, there's a part of you that's sort of in a little way dreading this because you know that people may not be able to let her go. You know what I'm saying?
It's okay because I made my bed so I can lie in it. I made choices to stay on the show. And I think, for me personally, a healthy home life was so important to me, more important than a career. I didn't grow up with a particularly happy childhood. So the idea that I have this great husband and these three beautiful children, to have a happy home life was really something I needed to complete to close the hole in my heart. And so I made a decision to make money. And not chase creative acting roles, because that's what ultimately I think, the hustler in me is. I don't like chasing anything ever. And acting, to me, in my experience, was a lot of chasing. You got to chase roles. You got to beg for roles. You got to convince people to, and although I produce and it's the same kind of a thing, I think I still do it from a place of I'm never that thirsty because I'm financially set. So, and the other thing is, so many people on the executive side of Grey's had made hundreds of millions of dollars from the show. And I know that, right? And I'm saying to myself, no, wait a second, this is my face. Now, yes, other people created the Shonda Rhimes created the show and that would be nowhere without that. And the studio made the show and put the show on the air. I'm not saying people don't deserve what they have. I'm just saying, why should all these people make hundreds of millions of dollars off of this, which I'm the face of, and I not get wealthy too from it? So I just thought it didn't make a lot of sense for me to sort of, walk away. And because I knew it was such a downloadable show. I knew the numbers, the streaming numbers, so it just made sense that I want a piece of this pie too. I'm not just going to have one bite and walk away and let everybody else keep profiting for years. And it's a hustle acting. You got to go sleep in Toronto and sleep here and work at midnight. And, I got in the game late, Jemele. I didn't start Grey till I was 33. And then I started having kids at 40. So it's not like, if I started the show when I was younger, 25, I probably would have dipped out when I was 31, 32, when my 6-year contract was up. But my age had a lot to do with it, and I knew coming up on 40, it's like, I don't want to be out there chasing things, running after things, begging. I'd rather just, see this as the blessing that it is. It's pretty common for actors to try to run away from stuff. They're super well known for something and they have to get as far away from it as possible. And that's okay. I understand that, completely understand that. But at my age and where my life is, I just trying to lean into it. I'm not trying to run away from anything. It is who I am. I made my choices and I'm cool with it. And I actually have a real passion and that it's helped me find, which is to sort of start to talk about and break down systemic racism in the healthcare industry. This is something that has plagued us forever, and I think the show is has given me a real window into that. And that's a platform I'm very passionate about. And I'm going to continue down that path and try to do more work in that arena. So Grey's has been a gift, and I choose to see it that way. And I think there's some doors I can break open, or at least start some conversations to do some good in the world.
You, I read some comments that you made before where you seem to indicate that you could visualize whenever this show ends, that you may not act anymore. Do you still feel that way?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm kind of like open to whatever, there's a project right now that I'm actually talking to some people about that looks really fun, that I'd love to do if it comes together. But, we don't know with COVID and how things can, how you can shoot anything, and, you have to sell things, and the market and the climate has to be right for certain projects. Whatever's meant to be for me. I think my mom is up in heaven, and I think she pulls all the strings. And all I do is wake up in the morning, with an open mind and an open heart, and I just see where the day leads me. Whatever is meant to be for me will be. I truly believe that. I'm at peace.
All right, you brought up your family a second ago, and may I say, I think your daughter, Sienna, am I pronouncing that correct?
Yes.
She may be my spirit animal. Because she is not playing any games and does not like to be tested by her brother. She is not messing around, boy. But